Following was a special message for Ryan Reynolds.
I live in Rhyme City, where they don't...
Detective Pikachu?
Yeah, the old detective. It was pretty good. It was that Ryan Reynolds has made himself quite a career on doing voiceovers.
He really has.
Mm-hmm. Ryan Reynolds? Hey, we're a subscriber to Ryan Reynolds. Hey, Ryan Reynolds. Why don't you throw some of that advertising money our way, and we'll do commercials for free? Hey, I like tequila. Watch me get drunk. Gulp, 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 gulp. Huh? Thank you. See, Mike's starting to think.
Edit that in there.
Mike's starting to think about the edits.
Oh yeah, it's great. That's gonna go gold for sure.
Now you get a high five. Well, you're sick. We get a wrist.
Go.
Roses and thorns, roses and thorns, roses and thorns. I got a rose and a thorn and a thorn and a rose. I got a rose and a thorn and a thorn and a rose. Oh! Can we get rid of his sick suit?
It's not that it's sickening.
Over there? That's fine.
Thank you. That
Do
seems
you guys want me to put some tape over the Starbucks cup? So
no, we wish Starbucks would give us money.
No, that's not the way it works.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Comedians or branding specialists.
Welcome back to Get Rich on YouTube, the only show that still asks the question.
Are we called Get Rich on YouTube?
That's not the question, but that's okay.
The question, Diane, is, first of all, throughout history, there's always been a bunch of, like, get rich schemes.
Sure.
Right? And YouTube has become the newest one, where kids will open packages. People will review things and get money for that. There's a guy who just started following us who gave you a lot of crap about our last thumbnail, but he does yard stuff. He does yard.
He gave me a lot of crap. I'm interested.
Yard, like mowing the yard and how to cut it, how to edge it right. Wow. And I'm like, that's crazy.
Hey, look, William Brinker's back.
And I'm like, I don't think he got the show. I'm like, well, what we're doing is finding people like you, sir, who yard man, who gets rich on YouTube.
Yeah.
And so we're asking the eternal question, why not me?
Why not Dustin?
Why not Diane? Why not Mike? Why not...
Why not Adam Kim?
But anyways,
do you get that? Do you get any questions so far?
Well, no, but I do have an idea for how I can get rich on YouTube. So,
so today we brought you in, Diane, as someone who's never seen the show.
Not once.
Who does know something about branding, does know something about comedy, and is not male. Let's go ahead and say that. I'm going to throw. Look at that.
All right.
Look at this new little thing I got going on here. I got a little checklist with my black hat.
Yep.
It's good. Okay, keep
going. That's neat, isn't it? That's something someone's going to steal from me.
Anyways, so this show is a show where we are going to be choosing a brand new name for the show.
Possibly. Or maybe Diane's like, why would you guys ever change name? You guys are really knocking this out the park. Screw people if they don't get it. Let them come find you. Don't change you. Beat me there. Don't meet me there.
So, are people supposed to learn how to get rich on YouTube?
There you go. There's the first question.
That is definitely a question that people have. And we say, we're the podcast.
So
ours is we're journeymen on a journey.
Already.
Is it just a fun title to get people to click?
It's a little bit clickbait, but what we discovered is it's an anti-clickbait.
Repellent. It's click repellent.
Hi, welcome to the Repellent Show. I'm Dustin.
But basically, what the problem is with our name is that it sounds like here's how to get rich on YouTube or something like that. It's a how-to instructional thing.
One man's journey.
But this show is not about that. That
one
show
man's journey.
Does not actually contain that information.
Along with another man.
It's about getting dust. Like, can this guy do it? Can this guy get rich?
So it's get
Dustin
rich.
Exactly.
Well,
exactly.
It's turned into that. It was my idea if we just started. Hey, are you sitting down here in 2020 right now and you haven't even started a YouTube channel? What's the matter? It's time to get off your butt and get started. Just start one like us. But it'll work probably better.
Yeah, you're kind of claiming that you've done something, or that you have credibility that you don't actually have, right?
Right.
You're like, in this podcast. If this podcast is called "Learn to Be a Barber," but then you're not a barber.
It's more about a guy trying to learn to be a barber in a year.
Which I think is funny because the final thing we say every week is, "I want Dustin to get rich on YouTube."
Right.
Which
is almost a better name.
Which was them trolling me, Diane. That's how.
No, it wasn't. It was never that.
It's us trying to manifest your richness.
Exactly.
But I feel like I've already manifested that by calling the show "Get Rich on You." Maybe it should just be called "We Are Rich."
So here's the thing: is that we're
not rich.
We're not rich.
I'm trying to claim it though. I'm trying to manifest.
But I think that barber analogy is the perfect analogy because this show is
because we're bald.
No, because you're doing a show about here's how to be a barber. It's about I'm going to learn to be a barber in a year or whatever it is. Or I'm going to give me 6 months and I'm going to learn to be a barber.
Learning to be Dustin by Dustin.
Learning to be Dustin. Also a bad name for the show.
Waiting to dust hail.
Ouch, Thorn.
That you've been clued in onto the
What's going on with us?
I gotta tell you, part of the reason.
I'm sorry. Does it though? Does it make sense? Ahoy hoy!
Part of the reason
Hey,
why
Jennifer.
I didn't click on it because I thought that I already knew how to get rich, and that's hard work.
yeah, right?
She's not denying that. She's not denying your hard work.
No.
She just knows without even watching the show that that's what it takes, and that is what we're doing. So she's verifying that we're on the right path.
But it's more about the story. It's more about the story of trying to get this to happen and how it's working and all the different things that
So
we've
it's like
added
a BTS thing.
BTS, what do you mean by
Behind
BTS?
the scenes.
Behind the scenes, kind of. So today, what we're going to try to do is compile a list of different names. We're going to vote on them. We're going to talk about what we want to go with, and we're going to rebrand the show with that.
We have blasted everybody we know in Hollywood, where magic is created. We blasted.
You have blasted everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're not naming any names today, Mike. But yes, it was me.
I retweeted though.
Yeah, Diane did retweet it, so that's good.
That's the first time I've been on Twitter in like 5 years.
Did you retweet it? Because you get a high five too.
So
Diane, how do you think it's going so far? Yeah.
Ouch, Thorn!
Yeah. I'm definitely with Diane. I'm not at my peak.
I felt like
my
there
peak
would be
abilities today.
more content at this point.
Which kind of content? We just updated you with a lot of information.
So you guys get on here and you say we're gonna get Dustin rich or whatever.
Okay, so one of the things we do is we
Thorn, who's rich? Hold on, let me explain. I think I get right there a little bit more. It's the same, right?
let's.
Basically, what happens on most of these shows is that we are getting better every single show at making a show that's interesting to watch. And by doing that, we're trying to draw in viewers and get more people to subscribe to the channel. And we talk about all of the things that you have to do with YouTube and with your streaming services and with the program.
There's
with the
an
technical
academy.
side.
There's an academy.
There's all kinds of different stuff. And we basically talk about that stuff with our viewers and with each other.
and without the viewers.
try to improve
So it's like a
the show
knowledge
every
share?
single week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Knowledge.
Absolutely.
Okay. So when does we start doing that?
Today's a different type of show because
Yeah.
Mike and Adam think that we have named ourselves Get Rich on YouTube, the podcast. And people aren't really getting to the podcast part. They're saying get rich. Moving on.
Yeah, I don't think anybody
so-
gets it.
Ouch, Thorn!
We have called the show GRYT, G-R-Y-T, Get Rich on YouTube. That's the acronym. Is that
Right.
used correctly?
What?
Acronym?
Yeah. So what do we need to do is we need to rename the show to make it so that it reflects what the show is.
And what the show is a share of knowledge
Yeah,
of how
there
to
we go.
get rich on YouTube.
But it also is
It's
kind
more
of
of a comedy show.
go through topics and like discuss different things too. So there's a comedy aspect to the show as well.
So we were watching other guys watch him, and at one point we're like, are we doing to them what they're doing to him?
But it's also
So
more
that's
like
kind of a meta thing.
they're a YouTube channel, so we'll feature people that are like monetized on YouTube and then try to talk about how we think they got to that point or what they're doing right to make money.
Well, one
That's
of
true,
the
too.
one of the catchphrases so far as well that we've come up with is the funny part is how sad it is,
Ouch, Thorn!
and I'd like to
pitch.
change that to the great part is how well it's working. Thank you.
The great part is how well it's working. So does that give you an idea of what the show's about?
Sure.
Getting rich on YouTube, a journey. Let's
that's
put that
good,
into
yeah.
the list there.
Journeyman.
So if you have any ideas for what to name the show, what you think the show could be, or even any bits, throw them into the chat, and we'll put them into our list.
This is the time.
What if you guys called it Get Rich on YouTube, the comedy show, and tip line and funsies?
Too many words.
Little
Too many words.
All right. Well, you can make that into an acronym, though.
The Grit
Get
Comedy
Rich
Show.
Comedy. It's
Great
dirty.
Comedy Hour. Great Comedy Hour.
Let other people-
Just write that down. Great Comedy Hour.